Don't know how to handle having bangs. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be reviewing the Ohuhu brush marker set. I used them a little bit in my haul last week, and so far I've been really enjoying them. This isn't going to be a super comprehensive review because I'm not an expert. I don't even own a single Copic marker. All the markers I own are either knockoffs or Prismacolor. So this is purely an opinion by someone who likes cheap art materials, likes to use different art materials because she's a mixed media artist and just wants to have a good time. Now let's get into it. I got this book as kind of like a scholarship in high school, but I have never actually used it because I didn't go to school for art. I decided that I think I want to do something Egyptian inspired. I've essentially decided that this book needs to be put to use considering the fact that it probably costs a lot of money. Also, these markers need to be organized. This feels better. This textbook is absolutely ginormous. I feel bad for anyone who actually had to use it for school because I could not imagine having to carry this thing around. Oh my god. Where I went to college, you had to walk up a hill every time you went to class. So if I had to walk up a hill with this in my backpack, I would have given up. Let's be real. These are the colors I'll be going with. Alright, so I'm gonna give you guys my review like right away and what I think about these markers. Instead of trying to build it up, I'm just gonna give you the tea. All right, the tea is that I love these markers. There is a problem with them being a little too moist. They're a little wet, and that can be a problem. It can lead to bleeding, and it did happen to me a few times, but I don't mind it because they're so juicy. They blend very well. I did run into a roadblock though when I used the colorless blender. It was so ungodly wet. It just kind of like destroyed my picture a little bit, so I would recommend trying to practice with the colorless blender before going straight into it like I did. The colorless blender was definitely a curveball, I'm not gonna lie. So here I am using the colorless blender, and it's kind of just like moving the color around and adding streaks where there weren't any before. I don't think it ruined my image, but I definitely could have gone without it. Another criticism I have is that a lot of the colors seem to be duplicates, so there are some colors that are so similar in tone that they're almost indistinguishable, but I haven't really gone into them and given a really close look at them yet. But I do know that Prismacolor and Copics, I feel like all have colors that are very similar, with just like the tiniest difference, like a difference that's so tiny there honestly is no need for another marker that color. I don't know. Maybe that's just a normal thing in the alcohol marker world, but that's kind of annoying. I'm not going to be too mad about it though because these are cheap, and I did get the 120 color set. Like how many colors can there be, you know? But I really enjoyed these. I think they're super easy to work with. I think they bring anything to life. And blending with these is effortless, to be honest. Like I didn't even need the colorless blender, I just wanted to try it out. And if price is what's stopping you from trying alcohol markers, I think you definitely should order these because they're cheaper and they're worth the money, and you can get a 48 set for much less. Here I'm drawing in a landscape of the pyramids. I thought it'd be a little fun exercise to just kind of let loose and have less guidelines, just do whatever I want, just like I do on my normal landscapes. And I wanted to see how it turned out because I never used alcohol markers for this type of exercise. So now that I'm done reviewing the markers, let's get into the real shit. So something I've noticed in my life is that when I'm going through hard times, my art unconsciously reflects that. Back in 2018, I had a really hard time with my mom, and in the times during and after, you could see it reflected in the artwork I was making. So mainly I'm curious to see the artwork that comes out of this pandemic. I know it's not something we really want to talk about, but I don't even want to look at the art that's created specifically for this pandemic. I want to look at the art that was created in spite of, because how is it reflected in the artwork even though that wasn't the actual goal of the piece? I don't know. I'm curious to see it. Typically, I don't do mixed media type of things with alcohol markers just because you have to use a specific type of paper for alcohol markers, and there's not really many things that I know go well with it. Like, I can't really use watercolors, I can't really use any gouache or anything. I mean, I can, they just aren't gonna have a very appealing flavor, if you know what I mean. I really don't know why I said that. I'm sorry, that was kind of gross. But yeah, I struggle with these. I don't know. This one was such a struggle for me, so I eventually cover part of it up in the future. For now, I'm gonna finish the spread that I've already started, and it's not gonna be alcohol markers, but I hope you enjoy watching it anyway. Hell yeah. I feel like I was super tense when I was drawing these things. I had just started quarantine when I had filmed this, and I was trying really hard to stay as productive as I could. I didn't even have Animal Crossing when I was making this, so that explains where I was mentally, honestly. It says it all. My only distraction really was working, so I was just trying to get pen to paper at this point. But in the next drawing that I'm gonna do, it was far more relaxing. We've been a few weeks into this now, and I feel like I've relaxed, I've acclimated, and I ended up going on a picnic and drawing. So it's a little chiller than this was.
You've been chasing after dreams, thinking that they'll reach.
Ice punch.
And you think things like this happen to everyone, but I don't think they do. Most of the time, two hearts don't fit. That's why people quit on it. And just because your friends all fell in love, you think things like this happen to everyone, but I don't think they do. 'Cause it's just me and you. And don't question me or my love. I swear that I'll be faithful for forever. And don't worry what the world may say. I swear that we can make it. I swear that we can make it. This place is full of broken hearts, but the two of us are set apart. And don't think things like this happen to everyone, 'cause it's just me and you. Oh, and don't question me or my love. I swear that I'll be faithful for forever. And don't worry what the world may say. I swear that we can make it. I swear that we can make it. Before I had you, I had an hollow soul, the bitterness hidden in my bones. And every day was heartbreak, deja vu. 'Cause I thought things like this would never happen. Before I had you, I had a hollow soul, bitterness hidden in my bones. And every day was heartbreak day, child. 'Cause I thought things like this would never happen, but they happen with you.